Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador. So you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might.
All right. Welcome back to the Telebox with yours truly, King Jacob, man. And we are now here for another Star-Studded episode with a special invited guest. And shout out to my people from NYC, man, the Worldwide Collaboration Movement, man. Shout out to the Woo and all those fellas from Staten Island, man, and just showing me some love. I appreciate it. So, we have nothing other than, the ambassador of R&B, Mr. Cheneir, man, singer, songwriter, actor, public figure, music influencer, all the above, man. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's going on, America and the rest of the world? Support Mr. Cheneir, the ambassador of R&B. And we chopping up with King Jacob. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. So now the maybe this is a paparazzi question, maybe this is a TMZ question, or maybe it's a Essence magazine question, but a lot of people want to know who is Mr. Cheneir. What type of answer do you have for them?
Oh, let's see. That's one of them 30-second elevator questions. Singer, songwriter, all-around entertainer, actor, producer, anything in the entertainment field, that's Mr. Cheneir. I make you fall in love, make you want to make love, and step in the name of love all at the same time.
Oh, okay. So let's get into your story, man. When did you find out that you had this God-given talent?
This goes back when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I came around that era where the Jackson 5 was popular. So you know how it is. Most folks, they'll tell you Michael Jackson influenced them. But when I saw him and his brothers, that's when I said, that's what I wanted to do. I want to be a singer. I want to be on stage like a little Michael Jackson. So I did the gospel choirs, growing up in church and everything. Went to college, did the college choirs and everything like that. So I just kept it moving. And 30, 40 years later, here I am.
Okay, great. And so enlighten us how long you've been in the music business.
On a professional level, I would say a little bit over 20 years. And I say professional meaning the first time that I spent some money in the studio and recorded my first song, then that's when I decided to make this a career. So I would say it started back in 2003. So yeah, about a little bit over 20 years.
A little bit over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's a long time, man. It's a long time.
Back when there was no social media, you had to do everything by mail, go knock on doors. There was no emailing, nothing. Old school way.
Okay. So, man, you've been in the music business for 20 years. Versus then and versus nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about the music industry nowadays? How has it evolved? And the things that you missed from back in the day?
Back in the day, I think we worked harder because the resources weren't there. Like I said, we didn't have the Instagram or Facebook or anything. We can, you can nowadays you can sit there and do a song, a collab just by sending tracks via email back and forth. Back in those days, if you had to fly to California, wherever to work with somebody, you had to literally get on your grind and go out there and work with the person. So it was more harder back then and more creative. Nowadays, most people are doing quick things to get to where they need to go. I mean, it's a little bit creative, but I think back in the days things were still kind of new. Certain things were going on that was more interesting, as opposed to now people are taking what they learned back in those days and just put out there, add a new beat, here you go. So I think the creativity was more because it was new. The industry wasn't oversaturated. You know, it's like everybody's singing, everybody's rapping. When I first started it in North Carolina, you had your singers, but you didn't have them as much as you have them now. You know, it's like everybody is singing now, everybody is rapping, you know. So, and not everybody's trying to get in the industry now. Everybody's trying to do things on a more independent level. So, but that's what I kind of missed back in those days, you know, because back then everybody came together to work. Nowadays it's more like, hey, I do it my way. I do it my way. I don't need you. You know, the collaboration is not big as it was back in the day, if you ask me.
Okay. All right. I can see that. You know, artists definitely had to work harder.
Yeah.
I remember seeing artists, you know, singing on the corners. You know, people putting hat in the money. I remember seeing artists selling, you know, music out the trunk, and go state to state. And so it was definitely a constant grind. So I want to know, man. I want to know the ambassador of R&B. What does that mean? Where did it come from? And why do you hold on so tight to that right there?
The ambassador R&B. If you think of the word ambassador represents something. So usually the royalty, they send the ambassador. So I figure when it comes to music, I represent all facets of it. So I figure I was like ambassador of R&B. You know, I'm not going to take that king of R&B. No. I said, let me be the ambassador. You know, I represent it. You know, so when you think about Mr. Cheneir, you know, you're going to know R&B is right around the corner because that's what I bring. So whether it's the old school R&B, I dabble in some of the new school, you to keep relevant for the little kiddies, but we don't deal with that. But hey, I can do it if I want to, even Southern Soul. So any type of R&B. So if you say Mr. Cheneir want to perform, but he don't do this, yeah, I do. You know, because it's R&B attached to it. That's what it is. So that's where it came from, and that's where I stand by. You know, if you think about Mr. Cheneir, you think about R&B.
Okay. And why do you love R&B so much?
Oh man,
you know, why do you love the essence of R&B so much? And what do you feel that the industry has done to R&B? And why is no true R&B playing on the radio like it once was?
Well, okay, those are a lot of. You got time? Okay, we got time. Okay, cool. R&B to me is like it's the feeling. You know, it's called feel good music. You know, like I said, you can make love, you can step in the name of love, and you can fall in love. You know, music is everlasting, and R&B is everlasting. You know, no, I don't care what race you are, you're gonna love some R&B. Like we hear Motown. Look at the audience. You know, it's a diverse crowd, so it don't just stick to one demographic. Deal with the entire population. So when you think about R&B, it's the feeling. It's the feel good music to make you. You can put R&B on in any situation. In the morning, you cleaning your house, R&B. You have the family reunion, R&B. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, you R&B can pretty much be played everywhere. Now, regarding what's happened to R&B, just like everything in the world, new generation, new ideas. People like to follow trends. Okay, so you have a certain trend that come out, people like it. Next thing you know, they follow that. Now, just like anything, we had what we liked when we came out. People didn't like us. Then next thing you know, you have the next generation. We don't like them. There's going to always be somebody that don't like what you do. But as far as I'm concerned, R&B kind of got watered down because of that. So now you have to question, is R&B dead? No, R&B's not dead. R&B's not dead. There was a time when hip hop overshadowed that. Okay, and you know what? That's not a bad thing because it's another style of music that came out that people were gravitating to, especially with the certain hip hop artists. Shouts out to Drake. Shouts out to the Migos. You know, they came out, they overshadowed. But what did they do? They came back and took R&B to add on to what they were doing. Because, like I said, R&B is not going anywhere. I don't care if you sweep it under the rug, it's still there.
Right.
So they took the legends. Now you see why you still have New Edition. You still have Charlie Wilson. Keith Sweat just retired from hitting the stage. They believe, oh no. We were the ones that brought y'all into this world. Oh no, you're not keeping us quiet. So R&B is coming back. You know, if you're looking nowadays, we have a lot of the 90s tours, 90s, Monica, Genuine, 112. These guys are around my age. But they're hitting the stage and look at the crowd. That place is popping. The same ones that don't pay you no mind nowadays, let them come to your town. Oh, they're buying tickets. Now, shouts out to the Beyonce. I ain't talking about Beyonce because, you know, she's a legend herself, but I'm talking about all these other R&B acts that came out back in the day. They're coming back out now because they feel R&B is missing, you know?
And so let's just make this clear. You know, I have a lot of respect for Beyonce, but Baby Girl ain't R&B.
Okay, well, all right now. Look, I'm anybody.
You know, I want all the smoke with the Beehives. She's been popped for about a good 10, 12 years now. So, you know, but anyway, shout out to, you know, Catch Wreck for tapping in with us, man, down in Florida. Shout out for, you know, Uncle Frank for tapping in with us too, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. So when it comes to you, man, when it comes to you in R&B, what makes you want to collab with somebody? What is the it factor for you, and how must they wow you?
Oh, it's the creativeness of what we can not just do in the studio, but what we can do when we hit that stage. You see what I'm saying? Because the studio, you're gonna go in the studio, you're gonna make a hot project. Okay, it's already destined. But when you have those moments when you shoot the video and then you're on stage performing it, for me, it's the feeling when you're rocking out and all of a sudden you bring that person on stage and the crowd just go crazy. You know, like if I was on stage doing a show and I was doing a song, all of a sudden I'm doing a song that I collab with somebody, and next thing you know, boom, I bring out Keith Sweat, or boom, I bring out Charlie Wilson, or I bring out the legendary Jodeci, or matter of fact, them damn Boys to Men, bring them out. You know what I'm saying? It's the rush that you can get, even an independent artist. You know, it's just the way that it feels once you hit that stage and be able to perform that song. Oh, love it.
Okay, and shout out to your management, Miss Candace Adams, all the way from, you know, DC, Washington DC.
Always over there.
Yeah, right. And so, man, you have some records already out there, and I know you got a current project too, but that Superman got a lot of traction. You know, right. So, tell us about the Superman record, the creation, how you created it, and what was the feelings like when you was writing it, like mentally and emotionally? You know, because you have to be in a certain space to write certain records.
Right. I wanted to put out a new dance song, you know, because usually most of my songs are dance, and the last one I did, I believe, was The Night, Slide Rock. So I wanted to put out something that the women can groove to, but at the same time, it's a message for them, you know. Women love this. So a woman wants Superman. A woman wants to be a queen with a king on the throne. You know, wants to be a wife, you know what I'm saying? So I put all these elements into a song because that's what a woman wants. So you break down what she wants. At the end of the day, you want a Superman. Says she want a Superman, you see what I'm saying? And you'd be amazed when you hear the woman in that hook. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I can dig this, but at the same time, they groove into it. You know, so I'm sitting on my couch, just keep saying that. So my man just keep going back and forth with that, and I was like, okay, would she want to be a king with a king on a throne? You know, so I'm going back to the lyrics and stuff. I'm like, okay, I can rock with that. Yeah, so that's where the song kind of came about.
Okay,
You know?
okay. So, I know your penmanship is lethal. I know you got a serious pen game.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as far as you been writing for so long, man, over 20 years writing music, right? You
Mhm.
know, how did you see your pen game increase over a period of time?
Um, I would say just being more creative as far as the selection of what I write about, and to test the word on certain things. Like I have a song coming out called "Sexual," okay, and the way that song starts off is how I go. Da-da-da-da. We are gathered here today. Gathered here. I could where's my own song, but it's like we are actually are. I'm preaching more as far as just just write the song. I'm actually preaching the words. We are
Mm-hmm.
gathered here today about your body. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, we're gathered here today. Yeah, we're gathered here today about your body. You see what I'm saying? So it's how I actually write certain structures, metaphors, and things like that. It's not straightforward. I throw stuff out there and I test it, and then afterwards I fine tune it. So got really creative. On top of that, I listen to other writers like Tank is a hella fire writer. I love Tank, and just listen to how he writes. I'm like, okay, I see. I see what structure. So it's like, in other words, don't keep every song sounding the same. So it's like, just get real creative with it.
Right. So would you say the creativeness, it stems from things you've seen, or emotions you're feeling, or a story that somebody else has told you?
Actually, it's a mixture of all three. Because what I
Okay.
feel is when you come to writing a song, it's very important to write about something that a person can relate to. Whether it came from you or it came from somebody that's going through something, or something you may have also something you may have experienced. Because sometimes when I write a song, somebody will be like, "Why'd you write that song? What were you going through when you wrote that song?" And then I explain it to them, or I tell them it's a situation with a friend of mine. You can tell me something about she had a big old butt, and tell me the story behind that, and I'll mess around and write a song surrounding that situation. Or I could be like, okay, well, we're talking about love, we're talking about marriage, we're talking about a song like I have called My Home, where a woman out there in the streets trying to find love, but you can find love in my home. That's actually a situation that actually happened. What up, Antoine?
Yeah, man. That's my man DJ Twan. So I'm gonna definitely plug him with your
Yes.
management, so he can spin your music for sure.
Oh, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so sure. So when it comes to this song section, Dilly
There you go.
Dilly
Thank you,
Beloved, we
love
are
it.
gathered here to move together as one. So moving together as one, they got the all white on, the chicks in their outfits, and the man got it all white on with the fedora white hat on and stuff like
Mhm,
everybody grooving. Sounds more like a daytime party, something about 1 to 6. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? Cause you want to get people off the highway, before it get dark, because they've been sipping and stuff like that. So,
uh-huh.
you know, so when it comes to those those type of songs like that, and songs that you can have real groovy where you can create that grown and sexy daytime event. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I know that's right up your alley. So are you into more of the nightlife, or do you like more daytime parties nowadays?
Nowadays it's I would say it's more about nighttime because this new project that I got coming up called Lobby to Reintroduce Myself. It has a collection of baby makers, you know, straight, or you know what? Actually, it can go throughout the day because you know how sometimes we like to get away. You wonder why you can't find Keisha and Johnny because they done stuck away because they done heard a certain Mr Cheneir song. But at the same time, during the day, it's two-step on. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a mixture of everything. You know, it just depends on. In other words, it depends on the situation and the timing. You could put any type of Mr. Cheneir song, and that's one of my focuses for this new project. I wanted to make sure that you had songs that you can play, like I said, any time of the day, whether it's a day party or whether it's a night party. You know, but of course, I love the groove. I love the dance. So we can rock out a day party all day, but then at the end of the night, you can still play some Mr. Cheneir.
So you have something coming up. So you got May 3rd coming, right?
Yeah, May 3rd, I'm doing a remix to City of Love, and I call it the Step It Out mix. So this
Okay.
time we're gonna get back to the City of Love, but this time we're gonna step it out.
Okay.
It's
So
gonna be
the
a
city,
straight groove
the
song.
city of love. You know,
Mhm.
you know, the with the black suave ladies, and you got the red hat on, and you know all that good stuff. So the city of love. So you gotta step it out remix where really everybody can get their groove on and stuff like that. And and the song is fire. You know, I how did you come up with this remix, man, and why? Why why did you feel that you needed to have a step it out remix?
Well, when I when I see some of my I call them my influences. Like I'm gonna say his name. Shouts out to R. Kelly. Shouts out to Keith Sweat. You know, when they do some of their songs and they throw a remix out, that inspires me to do stuff like that. So when I did the original was a nice ballad, powerful ballad. But I
Right.
wanted to bring it back, but this time we're gonna step it out because when you think of City of Love is not just about falling in love. City of Love is like a place where you can have where you can enjoy life, you know. Welcome to a place where the birds are singing just for fun. You know, it's all about just having fun, you know. So when I shoot this video, it's gonna be more of a like a cookout, like a barbecue, you know, where everybody comes out, have a great time, enjoy life. You know, it's not all about lovey-dovey. It's about loving your family, loving your friends. You know, so at the end of the day, we all have this one big street festival. You know, and on top of it, welcome to the City of Love. So I went and took this video and song and kind of flipped it. So in other words, it's not all about love. It's about loving your family, your friends, and just being in love with yourself. So welcome to the City of Love, you know.
Right. Okay. So with this song right here, man, the step it out, springtime here, summertime coming. And
Mhm.
so you know it's definitely gonna be groovy and you know with the song, man. As far as what what are you looking for this song to do, man? Like what type of vision you have for this song?
Well, like I said, video is gonna be shot at the end of May. It's gonna be like a street festival type video.
Hmm.
I want this song to put like this. I want this song to be so powerful that I had a vision that the city of Raleigh makes this the anthem for Raleigh, City of Love. Now I
Okay.
know Virginia's for lovers, but I mean this song can go so many different ways. It all depends on who's working it for you. So, and I had that. What if Raleigh was like somebody hears that song? I get that phone call to where, hey, I like that song, City of Love. Raleigh, North Carolina has been hailed as City of Love. So I mean, it could be so much can be done with these songs, with this specific song here. You know, so it's not just about playing it on a radio or playing it here. No. This could be a movement, you know. And then on top of that, if you want to take it further, the right candidate that you endorsing in the political arena can play the song as well. Because City of Love, and that's what the remix is really about. Because when you see the video, it's going to be completely different than what the remix is completely different from what the original was. It's going to have love, but it's going to have love for everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And then, you know, just the song in general, the City of Love remix, man. It seems like I can vision, you know, a whole TV series with about 7-8 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
And you know what?
And you know, you write it yourself. You know what I mean? But and you also do the movie scores on it, and you produce and orchestrate the whole soundtrack. You know,
matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that because I had a buddy of mine. Shout out to my man Dwight Irwin, also my Mason brother. He mentioned that to me about 2 years ago. He was like, I can see one of your songs actually being a movie or a miniseries, you know, where you do. I was like, so the fact that you just brought that up means that I need to go ahead and get it done. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yeah. For sure, man. So, man, when it comes to Raleigh, North Carolina as a whole, you know, I don't really know much about the city unless it's about sports. You know what I mean? You know, but as far as the whole music scene of Raleigh, man, what is that music scene like?
Well, just like any other city, you got those that call themselves tastemakers or influencers, or I get the new words called gatekeepers. North Carolina has I say Raleigh. Raleigh has a lot of talent, but because there's so many cities in North Carolina, you don't really know who's from where. But the hip hop scene is huge. The R&B scene is huge. And of course, you have the Southern Soul. So it can flourish in Raleigh. I mean, a lot of talent comes out of Raleigh, Durham, Fayetteville, Chapel Hill, Charlotte. A lot of talent. You know, my one wish is we all work together to where it also includes adult R&B, because I've noticed that those who are really popping or shining, it doesn't. You hear the different names, but then you start questioning, well, what about so and so who does adult R&B? Those names are never mentioned. So I always make sure that whenever I see somebody post anything on social media about music in Raleigh or even in the surrounding areas, I always throw out those other names. Shouts out to my man Tyran. Throw out those others. Shouts out to my man Nice Burgess. All of these other R&B artists that rocks the adult R&B, because we here. It goes back to your question about R&B being R&B, kind of being under the R&B being dead. No, we're not dead. You just that you have to acknowledge this. Now, some may say there's not a market for that. I say that's a bunch of crap. It is.
It's always the market for R&B. Always the market.
Right. They said, well, there's not a market for adult R&B. I said, well, we were doing this before y'all even came on the scene. We opened those doors. Now we're adult because of our age. Like I said, I started in my mid-20s. I'll be 50 in 4 months. I remember when y'all was trying to get on, and we was looking out for y'all. Now that y'all just happened to deal with the right circle, that's it, the right circle. Now you think you are P. Diddy. Nah, that's wrong. That's the wrong reference. We'll use somebody else's name for the time being. But you think you are there. You see what I'm saying? But no, I remember when you came to me asking me for help. Now we come to you, you want to, well, it's going to cost X amount of money. But when you came on and you had a pot piss in, we took you in and gave you the advice you needed. So I say we all come together. We all work together, because everybody say we got the talent. Okay, let's structure it so we can all be one. It could be a big old Motown again if you want, you know. So,
Right. And it's funny you said, oh, that's the wrong reference. Boy, that's so funny to me. I said, man, look here, man. This guy.
I mean, Okay, quick side note, I don't care what you do. My thing is, are you making music? Well, then we got a problem. I don't care what you got going on when the door closes. If you ain't making no music, I can't talk to you. You know, I don't care about. Let's move on.
So as far as Riley, you know, I know you have a producer that you've been working with for a very long time.
Oh, shout out to my big brother Lee Tate. Yes, sir.
And so let's talk about the chemistry with an artist and a producer, and why is that so important to you, and why should it be so important to every artist that has a producer that they've been working with for years?
Well, a producer is like, I look at it like this. You have your favorite barber, you have your favorite beautician. My mother, she's 78 years old. She don't let nobody else touch her hair but one person, because that person knows her. I got a barber. Nobody touches my hair but my barber, because he knows me. He knows how my hair lined up. Same thing with the producer. A producer knows, you want a producer that knows your voice. You want a producer that knows that when you come into the studio and you they immediately question it, because they want to make sure they get the best product out of you. You want a producer that makes sure that they know how to get it out of you. None of that, just go back to how it was back in the day. Back in those days, oh, no. We ain't fixing nothing. You sing that note. My producer, if I got a problem with a specific note, I would tell him to loop that one section. And I learned that from him, to keep singing it. Because what it does is it conditions your voice to get used to that phrase. And he's reading the magazine while I'm doing. I'm like, what are you doing? No, he's actually listening, and then he records it, but don't tell me. And then he said, okay, let's move on. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, I got it. I wanted you to warm your voice up. He knows when your voice is not warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
See, these are things that a producer would do for their art. That's why I say it's very important that you have one that's like that, you know. And then you tell, like, one time I said, I told my producer, I said, let's throw some auto-tune on that. He looked at me like I cursed that. He's like, what do you need auto-tune for? I was like, well, that's the thing. He said, are you singing for them or are you singing for you? See, it's like the best friend also. I'm gonna keep it to you straight. I'm not gonna just take your money and run. No. We're gonna make hits, but at the same time, I have to know you, what's going on with you. So I tell a lot of other artists looking for a producer, I say, you come to my producer, what's he like? Well, this is what he's gonna do. The first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna listen to you. He's gonna listen to what you bring him. And then he's gonna tell you that's not for you. Now, what do you mean when it's not for you? It's not the song's not for you. What you're trying to accomplish with the music isn't for you. You come in the studio with a hip hop beat, you start to sing some Adele or some Jill Scott. No, it ain't working. We need to modify the song so the song can fit, so the music can fit the song that you're trying to sing. So that's what a producer's actually going to do, and you can only get that if you build that relationship with that producer, because you go here, and have that producer, those producers, but you have that one main one that will listen to a song and be like, okay, I like how you did that, but try doing it this way. See what it sounds like. Now, granted, you are the client. You may say, no, I want it this way. Okay, I give you what you want. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to come back and want to change it. That's the producer. That's why it's very crucial. I tell people, they want to collab with me. I'll be like, let's go to my producer studio, because I'm also trying to sell them some business. But I'm like, come here, because I want you to see how we really get that. You know? So that's very crucial to have. Okay, I give you an example. Why do you think Thriller and Off the Wall was so great? Michael Jackson and Quincy.
Right.
I saw a story where Quincy Jones was talking to another interviewer, and you know that's the part on the Don't Stop to Get Up, the violence at the beginning.
Right.
Don't Get Enough. Michael Jackson said then, I know Quincy saying, move that because it's taken away from his groove. Quincy said, hell no. So now that one part of the song is very popular because everybody knows that song, that note, and knows Michael Jackson. So it's very crucial to really have that strong relationship. And like I said, we've been on over 20 years. 20
Right.
years. I remember him when he was skinny. He remember me when I was skinny. So yeah.
It's dope. It's dope. It's dope, man. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on the Chatterbox with King Jacob with none other than the ambassador of R&B, Mr. Cheneir. We'll be right back. Yes, sir.
I can't go another day with this on my mind. And I think it's time for a discussion. Why you so hard? Show me that you love me, baby. Why you so hard? Show me that you care. So many days, so many nights, so many tears. I had to cry. Told me you love me. That was a lie. Loving you was a mistake. 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 Play me like guitar, baby. You only love me for breathing. Play with my emotion, girl. And I don't wanna be your friend. Play me like guitar, baby. Love I have for you is real, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, man. And that was the homie Tony Marty out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Qualified artist.
Yeah. Another talented fella, man. You know, I remember when he felt like wasn't nobody paying him attention out here. And I told him, I said, hey, man, be patient.
Yeah,
be patient. It's coming, because I said talent along with hard works. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. So you know.
And that's nothing, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, because there was one time where I was thinking about, this goes back to before Neo and Chris Brown actually came out, and you know, it's like when you feel like you're putting your best foot forward, and you know that you eat, sleep, and drink this business, but at the end of the day, nobody's really paying you no mind. So you start to question yourself for a moment. But then I was like, Neo came out with his project, and I was like, well, my music sounds just like Neo's. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going nowhere. You know, it's like you get that second win all of a sudden, and that's what I feel a lot of these artists nowadays, especially Tonio. You know, when he came, when I first heard him, I was like, this brother got a different sound. Oh, he's gonna take off, and shoot, everybody's trying to book him. So yeah, shouts out to him and everything, you know, and in his camp, you know, I definitely following his movement. So yeah, definitely a good guy.
Yeah, no doubt. And I know y'all from that same neck of the woods, man, and I definitely can see y'all doing something together for sure.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, I don't know if I told you before, I do a concert series called Not a Soul, and that's what I do, where I give back to other R&B acts that want to come out and perform. I don't do the open mics and the karaoke, because I'm saying, by just putting our own show, and we invite our peers, you know, our family, friends, our supporters. You know, nothing wrong with open mics, karaoke, don't get me wrong, but if we can put on our own show, let's put on our own show, flyer it up, dock it up, promote it, whatever, you know. And I would love for them to be on the show with me, you know. And because I always say, you know, you get all the heavy hitters in one room, you have no choice but to show up and show out, you know.
Oh yeah, man. So, as far as you, man, how do you feel about the newer R&B artists? You know, like the Herd, the SZA, the Daniel Caesars, you know, stuff like that. You know, I wouldn't say that Jasmine Sullivan is new. She's been out for a minute, but she ain't been out 20 years, so she still new. You know what I mean?
Right. I love it. I love that. What's the new girl? Coco Jones? I think
yeah, Coco Jones. Yeah.
That's my girl. That's my girl right there. And I didn't realize she was the new Hillary on the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air movie. The drama series. I was like, that's her. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I love it. The creativity. The only thing I have one issue. If you was to listen to the songs, I take somebody like Jill Levert. When that brother sings, you know, he put it under. He that stage sweating like a pig in the slaughterhouse. That he get out there, he check. In other words, my thing is, and I've seen this a lot. Don't be cute with it. Don't be cute with it. Be cute with it. Okay, you want to? Okay, you know, I don't run, but you got a person that runs on every phrase. You know, they run, put a beat behind it. It's fire. I'm not mad at that. Okay, but where the singers at? You see what I'm saying? Then you see that I like what he do, but where the singers at? I mean, to get down there and get grimy on stage, everybody will be cute with it nowadays. You sound great. Don't get me wrong. You sound great. Your pin game is on sick. But I'm talking about, and I guess that's where adult R&B come in. Put like this: by the time you get off the stage, whoever you were singing to need to be ready to go home and act like they want to make a baby. That's
right. So you're talking in the lines of when you say adult R&B. You're talking about yourself, and you're talking about people like a David Hollister. You're talking to people like Tank. You're talking to people like Charlie Wilson. You're talking like Anthony Hamilton and the Hamiltones. You're talking like Silk. We're talking about you're talking about Drew Hill. You know you're talking about Blackstreet. You know what I mean? And, yeah.
Don't stop there. We can do it all night.
I mean, I just want to name a few. That's why I just want to name a few. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just want to name a few, man. Because you're right. It's a long list, and I tell you, an R&B artist that is really forgotten about, and I think that these are two of my favorite R&B artists right here. Mm-hmm. You know, I love Joe and I love Eric Benet. Facts.
Let me tell you something. Eric Benet, I'm finding out some songs that he did back in the 90s. I was like, this guy Benet did this? Okay. And of course, Joe's sick with it. He is sick. I think Joe is very underrated. But of course, if you don't know the story behind that, I mean, you can't put him on the same. Back then, you couldn't put anybody on the same label with R. Kelly. That's what I'm going to say. Back in those days, you know, you couldn't put them both because.
I just think when Jive had both of them on the same, Joe did his thing, man. But but to put them on the same label or to have them to go out on tour together, Joe on the West Coast and Carol's on the East Coast, you shouldn't have did that. But they still did what they did, man. And just like when they had Maxwell and Eric Benet on tour together, man. That's like. And they was talking about how for every one guy it was like 25 women. Mm-hmm. I said, of course, you got Eric Benet and Maxwell on the same tour together, man. What?
Ooh, look, hey, let me tell you something. Anybody who's taking a date to see that concert, if you didn't get none that night, you done screwed that up. You screwed that up.
I never got to see Prince live, but I got a partner, that went to several Prince concerts, and he tells me all the time. He said, "Man, I just should have bought her some tickets and told her to take her two sisters because when I took her to see Prince, I just feel like she just forgot who I was, and I'm her husband. I was like, oh my, oh my." Oh my! Hey.
That's why I say when you're on stage, it's your job as a man to get her there. Now, What you do after we get her there, it's on you. Our job is to get them there. Now, hey, we set it up for you. Now, all you gotta do is close the deal.
Right. So as far as you, Chenier, man,
Mhm.
what is your favorite thing to sing? And when I say a thing to sing, I mean, is it a ballad? Is it a mid tempo? Is it
Mhm.
a step in a step track, or
Mhm.
is it a makeup to break up type song? Like, what is your favorite thing to sing or to write? I put it like that.
Well, it's gonna be a toss up between a up tempo and a baby maker because it's all up in writing up tempo because I I watched what the people were liking. Okay, nowadays you don't hear too many ballads, because it's like where's the love to a degree? Some folks be like, love, what is love? To them, love could be something completely different than what it was when I first started out. That's why you don't see the baby faces no more, the Brahmin Knights. Everybody want to do some crazy stuff to their women or crazy stuff to their men. So what you can do though, you can write that style, but keep it classy. I'm not literally come out and sit there and say, I want to F you, but no. You make it classy. You make a female want to listen to what you're saying.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
go on
like,
record and saying, I'm gonna go on record and saying this right here.
mhm.
I know how your pen game is. You got what we call penmanship. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I appreciate it.
So yeah. So I'm gonna go on record saying this, and I'm glad Miss Candace is watching, man. I think that you should write some songs for King George and Tucker.
I want to link up with them. I've seen a lot of their movements. I have no problem. I love to write
No,
now.
I'm just saying. I just think behind the scenes, whether it be Southern soul, whether it be gospel, whether it be jazz, whether it be blues,
Mhm,
whether you writing something for Luke Bryan or Jason Aldean in the
mhm,
country music sector, or whether it be Leanne Rhymes or Sarah Evans or Faith Hill or Tim McGraw. I just think that your penmanship is crazy though, man.
I appreciate that,
And,
brother. And
and,
and
and
and, and with country, what Beyonce just did for country, that might not be a bad idea.
right. And then, man, I do know that a lot of the gospel artists
Mm,
like Fred and like Marvin and like both Marvins, Winings and Sap. You know what I mean? And people like James Fortune and
mm.
and and people like Pastor Rogers. They always looking for them penmanship writers like you that got that pen game. You
Gotcha.
know
That's
what I'm saying?
okay.
I can see you writing like a whole album with J Moss.
Mm, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Cause
We're
you
gonna
come from
manifest that.
you come from that gospel world, so why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Y-
And it's funny
y-
you should mention that because when I my mother, she tells me she wants me to go to her church. So when I go to her church, she was like, "You gonna get in the choir?" I was like, "Not yet, not yet." You need to be in the choir. I said, "Not yet, not yet." So yeah, I can see me dabbling some gospel. Oh yeah.
Right. So I just think with you being such a gifted writer, you can help a lot of people, and I think that a lot of times, man, people think just people from the church are gifted singers.
Mhm.
People from the church are not technical singers.
Right.
So it's a difference between being a gifted singer and a technical singer.
Mhm.
Once you're gifted and you're technical, and what I mean by gifted and technical would be a Johnny Gill,
Mm.
would be an Anthony Hamilton, would be a Kelly Price,
Mhm.
would be like a Melba Moore
Right.
or like a Regina Bell. Jennifer Hudson is very gifted and technical.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah. Oh yeah. Very, yeah.
so So I think with you, you're gifted and you're technical. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, a lot of people that's in the industry don't find that because most of them are just gifted. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have not became a technical singer because they just gifted in one type of dimension in singing. You know, they don't really they really can't sing in every key. They can't sing in the B key, the C key, and the D key. Most just only sing in the C key. You know what I mean? So you know, I think you're different in that sense.
And you know, and to piggyback off of that, that's another thing when you mentioned the importance of a producer. You know, because if you're singing in the wrong key, the producer they're not going to fix your voice. No. The producer will adjust the key to fit for you to fit your voice. You know, because there's times where I come in there singing all hella high. He was like, no, bring it down because something like this. You're gonna sing high to start off with. Throughout the song, where are you going to go afterwards? You're already there. Bring it back some. So you can see those are things that folks don't teach you. They just let you go ahead and run with that. But for a producer to sit there and break it down to explain it to you, you know, that's what a producer does. A producer gives you that insight and explains it so you can understand it. So that's a good point for me, you know. Yeah.
Right. So how many instruments your producer play?
Oh man, he's the drummer by trade. He plays the drums, he plays the keys, he plays the bass, and he plays the lead. So four instruments.
Oh, back up, bro. Back up, man. Back up. Stop the press. As Martin Lawrence said, stop the press. Hold on, man. He played lead and bass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
so that means if he played lead and bass, he just ain't picked it up yet, but he can play rhythm too.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Okay. There's times where I posted on Facebook. I told him, I said, I'm gonna start promoting what you do in the studio so everybody can see, because we don't. I won't say always sample. No, actually, we don't sample. But certain instruments, you know, you can get from your whatever software that you have. Like if you want a trumpet sound, but if I say I want a certain bass sound, boom, 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 whatever, and he playing it, and he's feeling it. Next thing you know, he'll press that button and he start playing that bass. Doom, 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 doom. I'm sitting there watching him do it. And then after that, he goes in there, he gets his lead guitar while he's talking to me, and he's sitting there freestyling. I'm like, bro, put that in the song. So next thing you know, he's playing the lead guitar. Yeah, he plays all that stuff. So anything you hear in my music, if it's a bass, if it's a drums, if it's bass, drums, keys, or lead, he playing that. Even got the electric drum kit.
I'm definitely a fan of the guitar, man. I was, you know, I'm such a fan of the bass guitar player for the Temptations. The bass guitar player that they had playing on Papa Was a Rolling Stone. How he was hitting that bass, man.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. It's just something about that bass guitar that just makes the song feel so full. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, man. So that's pretty dope, man. So as far as we about to get out of here now, man. So tell people where they can find you and what you got coming up next. And are you taking features and collabs right now?
Okay. Well, you can find any of my music on any of the streaming sites, and that's Mr Cheneir. So that's MR.CHENIER. So I'm definitely big on Spotify. So you can definitely find me there. Or you can go to my website, which is www.mrcheneir.com. Okay, and Mr is spelled out MISTER Cheneir.com. So you can find anything you want about me. Instagram is I am Mr CHENIER. So I am Mr Cheneir MR. Yeah, I'm definitely taking collabs. I'm ready to work with everybody. And also, shouts out to my boy Sean Stark, the Lord Music Group. That's my song. It's going to be distributed under his label, and that's going to be Friday, May 3rd. The remix of City Love is coming out. Also got a new project coming out called Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself. and that's pretty much. I hear you, Frank. So that's pretty much going to be a collection of everything that I've been through, seen, experienced, but it's going to go back to the ballads. It's going to have the dance music, the baby making music, the fall in love music. It's going to also have something that most of us don't write about anymore. Okay, and you had mentioned it, make up the breakup type songs.
Yes.
So I got a song that I started working on called "Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself," and pretty much that song is about allow me to reintroduce myself to love. You see what I'm saying? See, as men, we got away from those type of songs.
Yeah.
And those are songs that we back in the day when you didn't know what to say to a female. What do? You go to a song, you play that song. This is what I'm feeling right now, or you take a lyric from that song and you send it to that young lady. We have gravitated away from that. So I said, let me go ahead and write a song like that. So I got all types of different varieties of songs that's going to be on this project. Plus, I'm actually, for the first time, going to write a Southern Soul song. You know, because everybody talking about you need to be a Southern Soul. I said, wow, I'm gonna do R&B, but I'm gonna show y'all that I can do this. You know, I think that a war going on, from what I've been reading with Southern Soul, that there are a lot of artists that claim they're Southern Soul, but they're not.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go on record saying I am not a Southern Soul artist. I love Southern Soul music. I can say I can rock with anything R&B, you know. So I'm gonna dibble and dabble in that just to, you know, test the waters. You never know. I mean, this song may go #1, but I love R&B so much that I want to do a Southern Soul song. But
what's so funny, man, is when I talk about that penmanship, they're looking for writers like yourself.
Oh,
for
great.
real. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so that's why I was talking about the penmanship, man, and you know,
even the song, this song that I write don't necessarily be mine. I'm just doing it and put it on the project. If somebody's interested in buying a song, hey, ain't nothing but a conversation. But I just want to give the world R&B. That's all I want to do.
Okay.
Whether it's Southern Soul, R&B. If Chris Brown wants to work with me right now, let's get it, Chris. If Usher wants to work right now, let's get it. Charlie, let's get it. Boy Smith, whoever, let's rock out. R&B is not dead, never will be dead. No, it can't be.
Right. Of course, you're right. For sure, man. So you heard it first, man. Mr. Cheneir, live on the Chatterbox with King Jacob. Shout out to his management, Miss Candace Adams.
Shouts out to Candace.
Helen from Washington D.C. You know, shout out to Mr. Cheneir for just keep going, man. Even when they talked about R&B was dead, he always had something to give them. You know, he always had that Superman to give them. You know, he always had a ballad to give them. You know, so they can understand that real R&B artists still make ballads. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
You know, so you know, I just appreciate you. You know, being that vessel of R&B. You know what I mean? To really help people that, you know, if you don't identify with love, then you can't identify with R&B. You know what I mean?
I like how you put that. You can't identify with love. You can't. I like that. I'm gonna take that. Just let you know.
Go ahead.
I'm
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm gonna say shout out to King Jacob.
Go ahead, man.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Because I love me some R&B. So go ahead and do it, man. But yeah, Chenier, man, I appreciate you coming on, man, and shout out to you and keep going, man, and be blessed. Always stay encouraged, man, and just know the best is yet to come.
Facts. And also remember one thing: remember to keep it grown and keep it sexy. That's the solution.
Yes, sir. All right, peace.
Peace out.